You are listening to Reels Movie Podcast. I am your host, Z. And before I get into this review, let me remind you to subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, hit that bell for notifications, and you'll never miss a future episode. With Godzilla King of the Monsters being released in the next few days, let's time travel back to 2014 and revisit the first one of the series. I'm talking about Godzilla. And no, I will not be covering the 20 or 30 other movies of Godzilla. That's just way too long. I'm just covering this series in general. The world is beset by the appearance of monstrous creatures, but one of them may be the only one who can save humanity. Now, I really have to ask this. Did anyone ask for this movie to be released? I know we have the 1998 Godzilla movie, which was just absolute pure trash, but is this one any better? You have Godzilla, the movie's based about Godzilla, and you make him the secondary character to the humans. It is very similar to what went wrong with the later versions of the Transformers movie. The human aspects take over from what the people really want to see, and they want to see Godzilla. We don't even see Godzilla at first until the first hour of the movie, and this is over a 2 hour long movie. It's like the director Gareth Edwards really didn't know how to intertwine the monster and the human into the mix. So he just stayed with the human portion and focused on them rather than on Godzilla. With the movie focusing all about how the military wants to stop the Muto creatures, it makes the movie insanely boring. Even the darkened action scenes that they did with Godzilla and the Mutos, it was so hard to make out that you couldn't see what was going on. And speaking of the action scenes, what the fuck were they doing here? The very first time we saw Godzilla, in the first hour of the movie, he is about to battle the Muto. And what do? They show the fight on TV that we can barely see. Then the second time they're gonna fight, it's cut out by doors closing to save Elizabeth Olsen character. What the fuck was this? This you have Godzilla fighting creatures. Show it. Don't wait until the very end when it's so fucking dark out you can't even make things out. And the overall story is just a mess. Very similar to the movie itself. They killed off their best actor, Bryan Cranston, 40 minutes into the movie, and then the wheels just come off. This was a huge chance for Aaron Taylor Johnson to prove his worth in a big budget movie, and he just didn't deliver. He couldn't even get up on the same level as Cranston when they shared the scene together, and he tried too hard to be the action hero that the movie needed outside of Godzilla. Thankfully, Elizabeth Olsen has the MCU series to fall back on after this because her character was as worthless as you can get. It really seemed like she didn't want to be there or that she even tried hard enough. I hate saying this because she's such a good actress that this was her worst performance to date that I've seen. It really seemed like she was not really prepared for this role, or it's just the lack of direction by Edwards. Who knows? But I'm not putting down all the acting. Bryan Cranston was seriously the best part of the entire movie. I'm even talking about better than Godzilla. He proved that he can make a shit script into a masterpiece. Godzilla's design did look pretty good. It looked a whole lot better than the 1998 version. But we don't get to see him on screen long enough to really appreciate his design. Muto's design looked more like a beetle than any intimidating creature, which we see more of the Muto than Godzilla, so it's like they're really pushing the Muto over Godzilla. And can in these monster movies, can they really eliminate the coincidence trope that they have on this? Johnson's character Ford goes to Hawaii. Oh, the Muto's coming. Oh, Godzilla's coming to Hawaii as well. Ford wants to go back to San Francisco to save his family. Oh, what's that? Oh, a second Muto shows up and he's heading to San Francisco. Ford's son is on the bus on the Golden Gate Bridge heading out of town. Oh, here comes Godzilla to destroy the bridge. But the bus makes it out. These coincidences in the monster movies, or pretty much any movies that's similar to this, They shove this bullshit down your throat and it forces you characters you don't care about trying to be heroes. I am going to give 2014's Godzilla a D plus. Thank you for listening to this episode of Reels Movie Podcast. If you like this episode, hit a thumbs up, leave a comment below, hit that bell for notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you later.